What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back. And I do appreciate support. Guys, I did a story recently about a young lady out of Greensboro, North Carolina by the name of Katrina Veres. And she was killed this past Monday, beat to death by her estranged ex-boyfriend. Right? On that same day, another woman tragically lost her life by way of getting mollywopped by her boyfriend. This woman here, her name is Visciously Bongo. She's originally from North Dakota, but she was residing with her boyfriend in Racine, Wisconsin. Shout out both places. Her boyfriend is this guy right here. His name is Benjamin Chipps, Chipps. He's 46 years old. Miss Bongo is 37 years old. And she basically got her face broken or shattered at the hands of this man during a disagreement in which he beat the hell out of her and then called the police himself. Now he's locked up, she's gone. Take a look at the story. Truly horrific.
Well, another family's hearts are shattered tonight after they say their loved one, 37-year-old Visciously Bongo, was killed by her boyfriend.
The police found her unresponsive Monday near 17th and Holmes. Andy Bernhardt sat down with her family, and Andy, they say they want justice.
Yeah, that's right, Natalie and Jessup. Tonight I spoke with Joyce's mother, Bonita Bluelegs, who lives in South Dakota, where her daughter is from. And she says she didn't even know her daughter was in Wisconsin until Sunday. Then the next day, she says she found out her daughter was killed, something she says she still can't wrap her head around.
And we keep saying, why? Why did he do this? What was going on in his head?
Bonita Bluelegs says she was left shocked and devastated when she found out her 37-year-old daughter, Joyce Bongos, left South Dakota with her boyfriend to Wisconsin.
It was like shocking for us to know that she was so far away because we didn't even know she was there. Yeah, he took her there. That's where some of his family's from.
Police say Monday morning they got a call from Joyce's boyfriend, Benjamin Chipps, that Bongos was unresponsive at home along 17th and Holmes in Racine. When police arrived, they say they found Joyce with multiple teeth knocked out and significant facial bruising and other injuries on her body. She was then taken to the hospital where she died, suffering from multiple blunt force injuries.
I don't know why he had to go and do this to her, because it's really hard on everybody, the kids, the community, and I don't know, everybody just angry.
Joyce's family says the two had been dating for a few months and says the person who was supposed to love and protect their loved one took her away from them forever.
He's a monster, and he deserves to spend the rest of his life in jail.
Chipps is being charged with first-degree intentional homicide, domestic abuse assessments. Joyce's family says they want justice for the woman they say was a mother of 5 and could always find a way to make those around her smile.
We just want him to rot in jail. Just sit there day after day.
I think life without the possibility of parole, that way he can think about what he did for the rest of his time here on earth.
Federal court documents show Chipps was previously convicted of aggravated sexual assault of a 16-year-old back in 2001 and failed to register as a sex offender. He is currently being held on a $750,000 bond. If you or someone you know is being impacted by domestic violence, we have resources available on our website. Natalie and Jessup, back to you.
All right, guys, another case of crash and burn. Now, this guy right here brought this girl from North Dakota to Racine, Wisconsin around his people. I don't know if it was an isolation tactic or what, but now she's dead. She's dead. Now I want you to think about something. This guy is 46 years old. She's 37. Ain't really that much it's a lot of age between them. But at 46 years old, you would think you would be past this type of situation where when your significant other makes you mad, you put hands on her. But evidently not. And check this out. It says, what we know. According to the criminal complaint, Racine police were dispatched to a home near 17th and Holmes Street around 8:30 a.m. on Monday, November 10th, for a report of an unresponsive female. Now listen to this part. When officers arrived on the scene, they heard a yell to come upstairs. The defendant, the boyfriend, was standing in the hallway directing officers to a woman who was lying on the bathroom floor. The complaint says the woman had significant facial bruising and other injuries to her body. The woman was taken to the hospital where she later died from her injuries. Investigators spoke with a person who lives in the home, so somebody else was there, I guess. He indicated, as a guy, the woman and defendant were dating. The police told Chips he had recently moved into the home from South Dakota. So they recently moved there, guys. The person went on to say he heard the woman and defendant arguing and that they were likely intoxicated. The complaint said. The person indicated the arguing lasted for several hours. Now this is the defendant's story. When investigators spoke to the defendant, the complaint says he gave multiple versions of events to responding officers. Chip said the woman went to the bar the night before and got into a physical fight there, court filings say. This is how Chips explained the victim's bruising. So he say he didn't do it. This happened in the fight. The defendant was the 911 caller, and it is noticed that the complainant, that the defendant is currently on federal probation out of South Dakota, and he is an absconder. He has absconder status. The complaint says, in looking at the defendant's body, officers observed several scratches, cuts to his face, neck, ears, and head. Meanwhile, Chip's injuries were consistent with defensive type wounds that would occur when someone is grasping at a person with their hands or fingernails. The defendant's clothes were also found to have blood stains and smears, the complainant said. In the defendant and the victim's bedroom, the complaint said there was a mattress that was soaked in blood and blood smears and stains on the wall. In a house that's not his. This guy moved into somebody's house and killed a girl. Again, we see it again. This is the family. So the family's devastated. They identified 37-year-old Joyce Bongo. Family says she must be added to the list of missing and murdered indigenous people. She was a strong Lakota woman that didn't deserve death. She had nobody. She had deserved the death she had. Nobody does. Tamara Randall, her cousin. We feel really bad for my aunt and have to bury the third child to have lost her like this. Okay. So he's supposed to appear in court yesterday. And I guess that's where they got this picture. That's where the story broke. It only had 100 views, so I decided to do it. Supposedly they both intoxicated. He lies and says she got in a fight the day before. Well, she might have gotten a fight the day before. And he finished her off at the house for some odd reason because the shit got toxic. Let me tell you something. I dated a girl one time that drank beer. And like, you know, I've never seen that. Like, she drank beer like a dude. She'd go get them little twofers and shit. And I was like, you know what I'm saying? And I only dated her mom. And I remember she would get drunk. So drunk she would pass out. Now, my stepdad, a lot of y'all don't know this, used to drink and pass out. And as, you know, a man or a young man, I used to look at that as stupid. Like, yo, you passed out. You know, it's a thing where you lose respect for people. You understand what I'm saying? You don't understand it. And I always said to myself, I said, you know, I don't mess with alcohol. I'm never going to drink because I seen, number one, how it ages people. And number two, how stupid they look when they're inebriated and think they're in their right mind. This girl that I was dating would get drunk and like be like slurring speech and stuff like that. And then she would go to bed and like piss on herself. Shit was crazy. And after seeing that once, that was it for me. We done. You know, you can't stop this shit. No, this is who you are. I don't need it. This guy's 47 years old, right? 46 years old. You can't control your significant other with her drinking and all this other stuff. Why'd you even bring her from where she's from? Unless part of it was because of you couldn't control your drinking. Either way, she's dead. Now you locked up. It's fucked up. Said he beat her so bad he knocked her fucking teeth out. You know, I don't like any type of substance that alters my mind and makes me feel loopy or has me like where I can't focus and like really, you know, stay in touch with reality. But some people do that to escape pain or demons in their past. I don't know what their problem was. But I do know this. This shit shouldn't have happened. And you only as strong as the one that leads you. And look at this situation now. It's upsetting. Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. People can like what they like, but just do it in moderation. When it gets to the point where it's just out of control and y'all are doing stuff to where y'all don't remember what happened or this and that, that's a whole new level of stupidity, man. I will see you in the next video. Take care.